JBNN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones, and in the news, hotel worker killed in Negril crash. A hotel worker died as a result of injuries he sustained in a motor vehicle collision along the non-peril main road in Negril, Westmoreland on Saturday morning. The deceased has been identified as 29-year-old Yandy Gale, a bellman at Royalton, Negril. Gale is from Hanbury district in Mandeville. Reports from the Negril police are that about 3 a.m., Gale was driving a Toyota premium motor car when upon reaching a section of the roadway, he lost control of the vehicle and collided with a tree. The police were alerted and Gale was transported to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Gang conflict led to Friday's shooting of 7 passengers on Kingston bus, say police. Investigators say a gang conflict in Seaview Gardens led to Friday's attack on a public passenger bus along Spanish Town Road in which 7 people were shot. One of the victims, a 13-year-old student, is in critical condition. It's reported that about 2:30 in the afternoon, the bus stopped at the intersection of Spanish Town Road and the entrance to Seaview Gardens to pick up passengers when 2 armed men opened fire on a man who was about to enter the vehicle in an attempt to escape his attackers who were chasing him. Deputy Superintendent Coleridge Minto, operations officer for the St. Andrew South Police Division, said that 3 children were among those shot. He said passengers were entering the bus when 2 men on the outside fired several shots indiscriminately at persons inside the bus. 2 arrested following robbery on Ocean Boulevard. The police are praising what they describe as quick and coordinated efforts by their colleagues, which led to the recovery of a large sum of cash stolen from a car on Ocean Boulevard in Kingston on Friday. According to reports, a man securely locked his motor car while he visited a business establishment in the area. Upon his return to his vehicle, sometime after 2 p.m., the man said he saw another man exiting his vehicle before entering a Toyota Corolla motor car and escaping the scene. Checks made to his vehicle revealed that cash he withdrew from the bank was missing. The man made calls to the police 119 emergency number and provided information on the getaway vehicle. Members of the St. Andrew South Police Division responded and later intercepted the vehicle in Seaview Gardens, Kingston 11, with 2 men aboard. The vehicle and its occupants were searched and over $350,000 was found. 3 cell phones were also recovered. Body of missing-year-old found in car in Westmoreland. An 8-year-old boy who was reported missing on Friday was found dead hours later in a car in Burnt Savannah, Westmoreland. The deceased has been identified as O'Dane Hill. Hill is believed to have died as a result of suffocation. Reports from the police are that Hill was left in the company of a family friend on Thursday when he went missing. Checks made to locate him proved futile, and on Friday, about 9 a.m., he was reported missing at the Morgan's Bridge police station. About 4:32 p.m. later that day, a mechanic in the community was at his home when he discovered the motionless body of Hill in the driver's seat inside a 1998 grey Toyota Corolla motor car which is under repair. The police were summoned. No marks of violence were observed on the child's body. Hill was subsequently transported to the Savlamar Public General Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Hill is said to have suffered from a condition known as global development delay, which is when a child takes longer to reach certain developmental milestones than other children his age. Investigations are ongoing. Police claim success with Operation Relentless. With no let-up in the push to combat crime in the St. Andrew South Division, a joint police-military team has rooted out illegal weapons, ammunition, and criminal suspects during operations staged over the last 4 days. Head of operations at the St. Andrew South Police Division, Deputy Superintendent Coleridge Minto, said the team, which is working under Operation Relentless, found the weapons while conducting searches in Whitfield Town and the Oakland community. "We're going after them. We're finding the weapons." The division can report that 3 illegal firearms were taken off the streets in the last 4 days. In the first instance in Whitfield Town, one of the weapons was found in the ceiling of a house. The other 2 weapons were found in the bedroom of another dwelling, he said. In the second incident in the Oakland area, 2 male suspects were taken into custody on reasonable suspicion of being in possession of prohibited weapons. 2 Taurus 9mm pistols were recovered, along with 20 9mm long rounds, he added. While there was no update provided about whether any of the 10 men the police named as the most wanted in the division have turned themselves in, Minter said his team has been reaping rewards during operations in the division. "We're going after the guns, we're finding them, and the coordinated approach that we're using has been yielding some amount of success in recent times," he said. In the meantime, Minto reiterated his appeal to Jamaicans to share information about criminals and illegal activities in the area. We are reminding them to report if they see persons with illegal weapons, persons who are part of gangs, those who are doing extortions, and to report them to the police and allow the security forces to treat with the matter, said Minto. The police military operation was launched 2 weeks ago, with searches carried out in Greenwich Town and Whitfield Town communities. Minto underscored that the crime rate in the division continues to trend lower than last year, but said the police are still not satisfied. Data for this time last year, we had 33 murders when compared to 22, a reduction of 33%. Shootings, 38, when compared to 33 this year, a reduction of 13%, said Minto. Junction cries out for traffic signals to stem accidents. As the town's population steadily grows, so of course the installation of traffic signals in the town centre of Junction, St. Elizabeth. Residents of the area have argued that the signals could reduce accidents as they regulate traffic. Speaking last week, Sitani Holness, councillor for the Junction Division, noted that it has been 15 years since he has been appealing for the installation of traffic lights in the town, but those calls have fallen on deaf ears. Holness said that a team from the National Works Agency NWA visited the parish and toured the area with him and a justice of the peace over a decade ago to assess the situation. We made several visits, and after those visits, the local NWA representatives from this parish were asked to make a comment as to the feasibility of the stoplight in Junction, and their comment is that it is not feasible, he said. Holness said the explanation given was because of concerns about a bump in the road coming from Bull Savannah into the town. So I take them to task on it, and I asked them to revisit the matter. They turn it down again to say it's not feasible. Now they're using the taxi operators, stating that they take up a portion of the road and that the road is not wide enough. So them change their views on the issue, he explained further. I believe that they must come better because you're talking about one of the fastest growing towns in Jamaica. And when you look, there are thousands of people traversing to the town of Junction on a daily basis, the councillor added. When contacted, Stephen Shaw, Manager of Communication and Customer Service at the NWA, said that there's a great demand for traffic signals all over the island. However, due to budgetary restrictions, the NWA is unable to install them in every area requiring them, Shaw said. Junction is one of the many areas where requests would have been made, but yet to be actioned, owing to such a constraint, he added. Councillor Holness said that because of the absence of the lines to regulate the traffic flow, there have been many accidents in the area. He referenced a January 8 accident involving motorcyclist Joshua Hansen and a motorist who made a right turn across the lane in which Hansen was driving, causing him to slam into the side of the vehicle as an example to reinforce this point. This crash caused extensive injuries to the spinal cord, multiple facial fractures, hemorrhage of the brain, a bilateral broken femur, and respiratory failure. That guy was badly mashed up, Holness lamented. He continued that the area needs at least 2 stoplights to save some lives. Kenneth Brown, Chief Engineering Officer of Roads and Works at the St. Elizabeth Municipal Corporation, said that he and other members of the Traffic Authority had recently toured the Junction Town Centre and have identified several areas that they will in short order see the erection of the necessary traffic signs. These signs will feature, among others, stop signs, no vending, and no parking signs. He continued by saying that the new road markers will be erected and that the ones that already existed will be painted over. Jamaican man wanted for Westmoreland murder arrested in the U.S. The United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement ICE agency says officers from its Boston Fugitive Operations Team in its Enforcement and Removal Operations ERO unit have arrested a fugitive who is wanted for murder in Jamaica. I want to commend the excellent work of our team in Hartford for this arrest, said ERO Boston Field Office Director Todd Lyons, stating that the arrest took place on April 14. Officers with our fugitive operations team arrested this individual, who is wanted for murder in his home country, safely and without incident, he added. This arrest is a testimony to the professionalism our officers maintain while carrying out ERO's important public safety mission. I said ERO officers in Hartford discovered that the unlawfully present individual was wanted since May 2022 by law enforcement authorities in the western parish of Westmoreland, Jamaica, on charges of murder, unlawful possession of a firearm, and wounding with intent to do grievous bodily harm. In June 2022, U.S. Border Patrol in California apprehended the Jamaican man and served him a notice to appear before an immigration judge, I said. He was paroled from ICE custody. On April 14, ICE said ERO Boston officers assigned to an ERO Hartford fugitive operations team arrested the subject without incident in Bridgeport. JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.